Yo, what is going on, guys? J.Yumeko here, and today we are back with some more If My Heart Had Wings. Thank you guys for, kind of sticking with me this past about week now. I was trying to get videos out these past couple days, but I was just sick, so I could not bring myself to record. I did end up doing kind of a short little video where I did like a tier list of all the games that we've played on this channel. So if you guys are at all interested in that, I can post it. It's just kind of like, I mean, it ended up actually being like pretty long. I think almost an hour long or something. So, you know, it's not like it's a short video. I'll try and condense it a little bit in editing, but you know what I mean. So if you're interested at all in that, I could do that. I already have it recorded and it's just kind of sitting there, so I thought I might as well throw that out there to you guys. Anyways, last time we left off, we finally got to the Morning Glory. So we finally got to it. We didn't quite get over it like we wanted to do, but we did see it. We did fly to it. However, Amane Senpai is now leaving the school. She's done with, you know, being the super senior. She's going to work in her father's lab, and we have come back in hopes of continuing the flight club, but that fucking asshole teacher that's been out to get us since day one has demolished the building. So as far as I know, we've lost everything. So it's pretty devastating, but we're gonna find a way to keep going here. Icon. Those are the designs that Amane Senpai sketched. Yesterday she said that she had them completed. Amane-chan's designs. And the photo frame that was decorating Senpai's desk. Inside was the photo that had stirred us all into action. It's not over yet. Huh? Mustering all my bravery, I faced him with a smile as bright as midsummer sun. I won't let it end like this. We'll definitely fly in our glider. Kotori, who was about to cry, smiled at me. Yeah! Ageha's depressed expression also lit up with a smile again. Alright! A giant cumulonimbus was drifting in the clear blue sky. It said that tops of such clouds sometimes extend up to the stratosphere, which means that there are updrafts that reach high. Our dream isn't over yet. It begins right here. All right. This looks like a laboratory. Oh.
I thought you might be here. Yoda-chan. If you don't go back soon, you'll be late for dinner. Yeah, but just a little longer. There's no use waiting. It won't appear anymore. Huh? How do you know that? It hasn't flown since that time, has it? I went to take a look at the runway. It was overgrown with weeds and had no signs of usage. Yeah, but... I asked about it today at school. They were members of the soaring club from our school. Huh? The people flying in the glider were... Yes. Those were the activities of one of our school's clubs. Sometimes it's the hardest to find things that are right under your nose. So that means if I ask, they might let me join? That's too bad. Huh? The status of the soaring club was revoked a while ago when the legendary senpai quit, from what I heard. Really? That's why they weren't flying, so there's no point in waiting here anymore. Come on, let's go back. I'm hungry. I see. They won't be flying anymore.
Oh, we will be. We'll be back. The sky so blue it almost hurts the eyes, and a giant cumulonimbus was towering up there. Cicadas were singing loudly at the end of their lives, and the plants, showered in the sunlight, were overgrowing. Summer has come again. It's so hot. I complained while hanging the sheets on the clothesline. In this heat, they should dry by lunchtime. While saying that, I gazed at the distant cumulonimbus. It's said that when a cumulonimbus, aka a huge column of clouds, becomes especially enormous, it can reach the top of the stratosphere. The altitude record for gliders also reached the stratosphere. Both of these facts are hard to believe at first.
Morning!
As I took the sheets out of the wash basket, I heard a voice from behind. It was Geha.
Today sure is hot too.
I'm not done yet. Can you wait inside? Oh.
Did it arrive? Good morning. Whoa! Oh, why are you all here? Oh, it's just a Geha. Oh, I was so excited. What's the matter? Why are you all so disappointed? We thought it finally arrived. What? The new refrigerator! Minase really did his best. We thought it was impossible. We won't need to compete for the narrow space to keep our juice cool anymore. Our refrigerator was in use for decades. It's a relic from the last century. It's been in bad condition for a long time, and we hadn't noticed its power supply often stops working. But now there won't be any tragic accidents with expensive ice creams melting on us anymore. The other day, Koji-chan's Haagen-Dazs was completely wasted. That's a disaster.
The food won't spoil anymore, and the electronic bill will be cheaper. That's good news from the owner as well. I explained when I joined everyone after I'd finished hanging up the laundry.
She didn't give it the okay that easily, right?
Yeah, well, I was the one who was negotiating with the owner, but getting to this point wasn't exactly a smooth process. Aside from the owner, her sons also opposed the idea of buying a new fridge because they want to get rid of the Flying Fish Manor as soon as possible. I persistently continued the negotiations and finally won.
It's all thanks to Manase-kun. Yeah, he's a great door mother.
Nah, not really.
The old lady said that Aokun is doing a good job.
By old lady, she meant the owner.
I think that's the reason she agreed to it.
Then the doorbell rang.
It's here!
All the boarders got excited. Excuse me! The guy from the electronics store came straight in and let out a surprised voice when he saw all the girls, plus one boy, lined up here. Refrigerator delivery? Please install it over here. Could you also take away the old one? The new fridge will be installed in the dining hall, and the old one will be taken away for recycling. After I signed the receipt, I'll leave the rest to you.
Sure.
I told Kaneko-san to take care of it and left the dormitory.
Aoi will miss the train! Oh, sorry. They have it nice. I wanted to go too.
Kotori said hesitantly.
To think you leave your leader home. It can't be helped. Today you're helping out at Anchan's place. I know that.
1 year has passed since the Soaring Club has had its status revoked, and now summer had come around again.
We'd better hurry up with our plan.
Yeah. Whole year. We couldn't get approval to revive the club, and although we were functioning as a circle, under Tobioka's surveillance, carrying out our activities within the school became effectively impossible. Just now, Kotori proudly called herself a leader. Since she was the second in charge before, she was supposed to rightfully inherit the club president title. However, since we've been demoted to a circle, she's just the circle leader. It looks like Kotori's really taken a liking to that title. She said, doesn't leader actually sound more remarkable than president? Anyway, back to the point. We don't have a clubhouse or a glider, but there are things that we can do. One of those things is a part-time job. I decided to continue my dorm mother job even after the owner had recovered. I was getting some money from my mom for work. We were using it to cover the expenses of our activities. Ageha and Kotori were working at Anchan's workshop. They didn't receive wages, but were getting paid in glider materials. Factories can get those more cheaply, and they chose good quality materials, so it was a big help. From now on, our plans will require large amounts of materials like FRP, and now Ageha and I are heading to the location of another kind of our activities. It's a gliding center, 2 hours away by train. I frequently visit it doing flight training all the time. A few days ago, I finally got my long-awaited pilot's license. It was pretty hard work, but with this, I can fly a glider by myself. Ageha has been coming with me when she had spare time to familiarize herself with aircrafts and help with the maintenance. Kotori comes too, but she always just watches. She could go for a flight with a local pilot, but she stubbornly refused. It's okay. I'll fly without them. It seems she still remembers the promise I made to her. Of course, I also secretly remembered it. We had a goal. To improve an aircraft according to the designs that Amani-senpai had left behind, and then to use this glider to fly above the passage of clouds.
I compared them with the past data, and the weather conditions this year really resemble those from the year when morning glories occurred. It might come this summer. It's possible.
We don't know whether it'll come or not. It appeared last year, so it would have to be more natural to think that it wouldn't come again this year. But
thinking that it won't come is pointless. Let's believe that it will appear and move forward.
That's why we need to prepare for it flawlessly. When I looked up, I saw a sky so blue that it almost hurt my eyes, and a cumulonimbus towering above us. This sky seemed to stretch infinitely high. A full-fledged summer was about to begin. Let's go, baby. We are so back. I'm just saying, if Tobioka had a mysterious, unfortunate accident that may or may not have cost him his life, or forced him to resign, hey, life is crazy. You never know what's going to happen. A strong wind blew against the classroom windows. Luckily, it hasn't started raining yet, but there were already signs of an incoming storm outside. According to the weather forecast, a typhoon will be passing over Kazugawara this evening around 10 o'clock. It seems like a very large typhoon. Storms have already caused some damage in western areas, which is why the school will be closed this afternoon. Go straight home without taking any detours. Everyone responded to the teacher's warning with a lively yes. Why was everyone so excited by this unplanned break from school?
It's amazing outside. Look, tree branches are bending so much.
Oh, you're right.
You're not a little kid. Don't make a fuss about some typhoon. Give me a break. Isn't this totally exciting?
Right, Akun? Asked Kotori as she turned to me seeking approval. Well, it is pretty exciting. In the past, didn't you get scolded for wanting to go outside whenever a typhoon came? You held the edge of your raincoat, spread it, and jumped around pretending to be a flying squirrel, remember?
That was when we were kids. Huh? So that's how Ageha was when she was a kid. That's in the past. Now I'm a grown-up.
I wonder.
What?
Yeah, whatever. Let's get back already. I have to return right away and do maintenance of that shabby dormitory.
This time it might get blown away.
Due to frequent typhoons, our flying fish manors suffered a lot of damage. Part of the roof was blown away, The walls were peeling off, the rotten shutters were broken, and so forth. It was on the verge of collapsing.
I'll come and help too. You guys are always taking care of me.
Sorry for the trouble. That'd be a big help. We were in our 3rd year now, but we ended up in the same class again. It's not clear if it's a coincidence or if someone was being considerate towards us. It lacked the flavor of a fresh start, but to be honest, I was really happy that we could have classes together again. As we went into the hallway and waited for the elevator,
Excuse me, guys.
somebody called out from behind. Ah, President. Hello. It was Kumoe Akari, the former vice president and now president of the student council. She became the new president a few days ago after the student council elections. Can we help you?
Yes, there's something I'd like to ask you. All of you, the members of the Soaring Circle.
President's remark made us flinch on the inside.
What might that be?
Kozuri moved forward as our representative. She's also leader, but only of a circle. However, she doesn't lose to Akari-san in terms of her firm attitude.
Not here. Could I ask you to accompany me to the student council room?
She gave us a mildly threatening glance. Ah, crap. She definitely found out.
What should I do?
She had a little secret that we didn't want the student council president to discover.
Does it have to be now? The typhoon's starting outside and our teacher told us to go straight home.
Nice comeback, Kozuri.
This won't take long. I just want you to answer yes or no to a simple question. No.
Kozuri couldn't help groaning at the president's you-know-what-this-is-all-about attitude. At that moment, the elevator arrived to our rescue. Without a moment's delay, I pushed Kozuri's wheelchair into the open door.
Yeah?
Sorry, President, we're in a hurry, so we'll talk another time.
Hey, wait!
If we don't hurry back and do the repairs, our shabby dormitory will fall to pieces. With those words that weren't actually a lie, I defiantly pushed the closed door button in the elevator.
Come to the student council room tomorrow. Got it?
Akari-san's angry voice chased us through the gap in the closing door.
Whoa, this wind is unbelievable.
The grass that Kozuri plucked and threw danced in the air, blown away by the wind.
Quack, quack. No hat, don't come out here. You may be fat, but you're still small, so you get blown away for sure. Quack.
Hey you, stop playing around and help us too. I came back in a hurry and mobilized all boarders to help with the maintenance. The windstorm was even stronger than when we were returning from school, and the walls of the old dormitory were screaming in protest.
Hey, the thing with Akari-san wanted to talk about just now was that, wasn't it?
Ageha asked anxiously. Well, that's what it looked like.
What do we do? There's not much we can do aside from playing dumb.
Kozuri cut in as she rubbed the top of her head that had just been chopped.
Seems like it.
We had a secret. It would be a huge mess if that new straight-laced student council president found out about it.
Even if we were found out, we'll face it with dignity. I envy that baseless self-confidence of yours. More importantly, I'm really fired up about the typhoon. It's totally exciting.
Kozuri was in high spirits and excitedly spread both hands in the air. What a carefree girl. I'm more worried that this shabby dormitory might get blown away, you know. With those words, I threw some repair materials down in Kozuri's lap. Take these to Yugo-san and the others.
Okay, let's go, Hat. Quack.
Without putting up any resistance, Kozuri went towards the other boarders. She's also changed a lot during that year. When I first came here, she hardly spoke to the other boarders at all, but now she talks with them normally. Back then, she was complicating everything with her own obstinacy. I think the way she is now is the real Kozuri. The boarders are all nice people at heart. As soon as Kozuri started being honest, they immediately accepted her. And thus, Flying Fish Manor has been so peaceful lately. Okay, I guess I'm done here. I was about to head to the next place when my cell phone rang. I took it out. Mom was displayed on the screen. Hello?
Hello, Aoi. It's me.
What's the matter?
A typhoon's coming, isn't it? I was wondering if you were okay.
Don't worry, I'm doing the maintenance with everyone's help.
I see. It's a big help that you're so hardworking.
If you think so, why don't you bump up my wages?
I'll think about it.
She always just leaves it at that.
Anyway, Aoi, there's something I need to discuss.
Discuss? What's that? I asked while her tone gave me a rather bad premonition.
New boarders will be coming tomorrow. What? Whoa!
Ageha, who was right next to me, got surprised by my sudden shout.
Take good care of them.
Wait, Mom, that wasn't a discussion at all. It was already decided. It's troublesome to hear something like that all of a sudden.
It's an urgent situation, so it can't be helped. There are rooms available, so it shouldn't be a problem.
There aren't any that can be used right away.
Yes, there is. The double room on the second floor.
Oop, I missed something. That's... I got flustered.
They're coming tomorrow, so I'll leave it to you.
Wait! She hung up on her end. If I call back, she probably won't answer. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that it's gonna be the two twins.
What's the matter?
Ageha asked anxiously while peering at my stunned face from below. New boarders are coming tomorrow. She told me to use the double room on the second floor, but...
that's pretty bad.
We have to move that thing by tomorrow. But there's a storm outside. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say... I'm gonna take another wild guess. I'm gonna say that we're either building the new glider in that room, or we just have all the materials there. Large raindrops struck the window. It seemed that the storm was getting serious.
Kun, what should we do with the room on the second floor that has a roof leak?
There's a blue sheet in the storeroom. Spread that out across it.
The waterway in the back garden looks like it's gonna overflow.
Leave it alone.
Hey, my bedroom window was blown away.
What? Are the shutters okay?
Yes, just barely.
Alright, close the shutters and reinforce them from the inside.
Okie dokie.
Oh, come on. This building was holding up well so far. There were a lot of typhoons this year. With this, Kasugawa has been hit 3 times so far. The previous 2 caused significant damage already. Just after we'd finished the repairs, the third one came. As I was frantically doing the maintenance work, I came to understand the feelings of the owner's sons who wanted to demolish this place. Wait, what am I thinking? I will protect the peace of the Flying Fish Manor. The tension raised by the typhoon made me shout some weird things while I was on the way to repair the window in Kaneko-san's room. Hey man, I know about those. I know about hurricanes and all that. Living in Florida.
There's nobody home? They probably can't hear us because the wind's so loud. Let's go in. But if we stay here, we'll be soaked, right? Yeah, that's true. Please excuse me. There's really nobody here. Excuse me, is anybody here?
Oh crap, this isn't just a small leak. Get a bucket for now. We'll have to keep watch over it all night. Ugh.
Excuse me? They didn't hear you. You have to say it louder, Nason. Hey, excuse me. Oh? She ignored you.
Gotta go. There should be a big bucket here.
Alkun.
What is it? I'm kind of busy right now.
There's some visitors here.
Huh? Visitors? In the middle of a storm like this? Who could that be?
Excuse me, won't someone come here? Is there really nobody here? Nevertheless, this place is pretty worn out. Won't it disappear without a trace by tomorrow morning? Excuse me, somebody please come out.
I went to the entrance with Kaneko-san. A girl was there. 2 girls. Or rather, twins? They looked exactly the same. One of the girls noticed me. She had teary eyes but was whispering something.
What should we do? He's a stranger. Of course he is, Nason.
Who might you be?
What should I do, Yoda-chan?
Were they surprised when a boy suddenly showed up even though it's a girl's dormitory? The twins seemed really bashful and too hesitant to say anything. Having said that, they really look alike. Huh? I remember seeing them before. Have we...
What is it? Could you stop staring at us so much?
Sorry.
Is there something strange about our faces?
No, it's not that. I just felt that we met somewhere before. I remember! When I suddenly shouted, one of the twins, for now I'll call her Girl A, jumped in surprise. You're the curry girl!
Curry girl?
It was quite a long time ago, but she was the girl who bought a high-grade marbled beef for curry at the supermarket.
What? Are they your acquaintances?
No, I know them sort of one-sidedly. But why is the curry girl here? Oh, wait, they're twins. At that time, was it girl A or girl B?
Say, you two, what are you doing at Flying Fish Manor?
Thinking that they might be scared of me, Kaneko-san stepped forward and kindly asked them. Nice backup.
Another stranger. Well, it's a dormitory. There's a lot of people here. Did you come here to meet someone? We will from today? Here? We're going to live here.
Girl B quickly finished what Girl A was desperately trying to say. Hey, wait a sec. What did you just say?
Well, they're going to live here.
Kaneko said like it was somebody else's problem. What? My surprised yell frightened Girl A again.
I'm Kazuto Asa. I'm Kazuto Yoru.
For the time being, I gathered all the boarders in the dining hall and got the two girls to introduce themselves. It seemed that timid Asa-chan is the older sister and curt Yoru-chan is the younger sister.
Asa and Yoru? That's amusing.
Kotori was really impressed. There's a person in a
There's a person in a wheelchair. That girl seems like an idiot.
Whoa!
Kazuto-san, you say? Could it be that you're those rumored genius sisters?
Genius sisters? What are you talking about?
Come on, everyone's been talking about it since spring. That those amazing geniuses have enrolled in our school. On top of that, they're beautiful twin sisters. That's... Well, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, there was a rumor like that. The guys in our class made a fuss about it, though mainly because of the beautiful twin sisters part, not because they're geniuses.
Ho-ho? Geniuses, eh? How smart are they? They were the best at the entrance exams by miles. After that, they displayed their full geniuses during class. Some say their talent might even surpass Mochizuka Amane. What? Tobioka-sensei immediately scouted them for the robotics club. It seems that they refused, though. Those girls are even bigger geniuses than Amane-chan?
Kotori turned towards the sisters with a somewhat mean glance. Some strange thoughts must have been going through her head.
Hey, is that true? No, it's not. That's only Yoru-chan, not me.
Asa-chan, the older sister, quickly stepped back so that Yoru-chan became the center of attention. Everyone turned their curious glances at Yoru-chan. But something like that doesn't matter, she said, somewhat annoyed.
Yoru-chan's amazing. She's definitely a real genius. This girl, huh? I see. I'll tell you this, Amari-chan was incredible. Even though she's a glutton, she can concentrate on something so much that she'd forget she was hungry. That just means she was an idiot. What'd you say?
Now, be quiet for a moment. I pacified the heated-up Kotori. If we let her say what she wants, Amani-senpai will probably come off as a total weirdo.
That aside, we've introduced ourselves. Aren't you going to do the same?
That's right. The conversation went a bit off topic. Everyone pulled themselves together and introduced themselves one by one. Asa-chan listened enthusiastically, while Yoru-chan seemed to let everything go in one ear and out the other. A gay house not a boarder, but she introduced herself too. She often comes here, so if those two are going to live here, it's best if they know who she is. Then my turn came last. I'm the dorm mother, Minase Aoi. Sorry if I scared you just now.
No, don't worry about it. Isn't this a girls' dormitory?
Yeah, well, for various reasons I'm doing dorm mother's job.
The dorm mother of a girls' dormitory is a man, and such a young one at that.
She looked at me with some suspicion.
Awikun's alright. He's not interested in girls. What? She's right. Even though he's still living surrounded by so many girls, he still doesn't have a girlfriend. He even gets angry when Kana-chan is walking around in her underwear. He definitely doesn't like girls.
Hold on a minute, why are you saying that?
Then you're interested?
Of course, I'm interested in girls.
Owie, you're totally into these girls.
No, it's not like that. I'm interested in a perfectly normal way. I wouldn't do anything inappropriate.
I think we should stay in a different dorm after all, Nate-san.
I was digging myself into more of a hole the more I spoke. As if sensing my predicament, a certain duck entered the dining hall.
Wah!
Quack!
A duck?
The twins' attention instantly turned to Hat.
You came just at the right time, Hat. Introduce yourself too.
Quack!
Yura-chan, he introduced himself. So cute. A call duck, huh? Are pets allowed in this dormitory?
Well, genuinely they aren't allowed, but...
Hat-senpai isn't a pet. He just lives here. You might call him our housemaid.
The twins looked like they didn't really get it, but he's cute, so they kind of just accepted it. But why come today? I heard you were coming tomorrow.
That's...
Asa-chan was fidgeting a little.
When I thought we'd be able to live by ourselves, I just couldn't wait. We heard from the real estate agent that there was a room we could use right away.
Kotori, Ageha, and I made troubled faces as the other boarders looked at us awkwardly. Right now, due to the typhoon, there are roof leaks and stuff.
It's not just the appearance. Interior's a mess too. Nay-san, let's look for a different dorm after all. Yes, but... Grandpa said that no other places have rooms that we can move into right away.
Then let's go back home.
I don't want to.
Asa-chan clearly refused. Oh, so she is actually quite strong-willed. Hey, I wonder, why'd you decide to come to our dormitory so suddenly? It's early July. If you're planning to move into a dorm, now's not the best time.
Nay-san said she wanted to move out all of a sudden. That's why we started looking for a room. At first, we just wanted to move to the new school dorm, but there were no rooms available.
Ah, that dormitory. Kotori, Ageha, and I all made slightly grim expressions. Oh? You know what? They built, I was about to say, they demolished the old garage and put student dorms there. As a matter of fact, the school had been planning to build, we missed a whole lot there. Hold up. This year, Keifu Academy had built a new student dormitory. It was built at the back of the school, at the side of the demolished Soaring Club's garage. As a matter of fact, the school had been planning to build a dorm for a while, but the garage was in the way. That's why a group of teachers, including Tobioka, wanted to revoke the status of the Soaring Club. The new student dorm had an influence on Flying Manor too. The construction was being delayed due to problems with securing the site. Because of that, the importance of small dorms like Flying Fish Manor was recognized. However, since that new dorm was built, it seems that the school wants to end its contract with Flying Fish Manor. Apparently, an external dorm that the school can't keep a close eye on can cause plenty of worry one way or another. However, the rent here is cheap. That's because the owner runs the place almost as a hobby. That's why Yuka-san and the others decided to stay here despite the new dorm being built. All things considered, both the former members of the Soaring Club and all the other boarders have mixed feelings about the new student dorm.
Then our grandfather spoke to an old friend of his, and she referred us to this place.
So that means that my mother and your grandfather know each other? I guess that's why my mother suddenly told me that they would be coming tomorrow.
Yeah, he said that he can always depend on her.
I see.
Our grandfather is a board member at Keifu Academy.
I see.
Huh? Yuri-chan, It's fine. Telling them now is better than being found out later.
You're a board member's granddaughters?
Board chairman, to be exact.
Murmur. The boarders started whispering when a title with such authority was mentioned.
Well, that's how it is. Would you mind showing us to our room?
No, that's...
We can move in immediately, right?
There's a really bad leak. Also, we thought you'd be arriving tomorrow, so it hasn't been cleaned yet.
We're sorry for coming so suddenly. It doesn't matter. For right now, just show it to us. We'll think whether we're going to leave or not once we've seen it.
No, like I said, that's...
You're acting suspiciously. Are you hiding something?
This girl is sharp.
Let's go, Nei-san. Okay.
I got flustered and the twins headed towards the room, paying me no heed. My mom must have told them the room number.
This is bad, Aoi. We've got to stop them. The one with the bad attitude really annoys me. They're the board chairman's daughters. Granddaughters. If they find it, we're going to be in big trouble.
Yeah, I know. But I can't think of any way to stop them. Anyway, I'll go after them.
Doesn't it smell somewhat stuffy? Yeah, just a little. That must be because it's raining. Maybe. I thought it's because this place is old, though. Besides, it's creaking because of the typhoon. Won't it fall apart? It might. Let's give up on this place. The food at home's delicious, and Grandpa... Ah! It's this room! Huh? What's this?
Yep, it's our glider.
What could it be? Is this perhaps...
As I reached the second floor, the two of them were standing in front of the room, staring blankly at the glider inside. We were just looking after this.
There's no leak, is there?
You're right. Someone must have fixed it or something.
You lied to keep this hidden from us, right?
Yes, that's right. I quickly owned up to it. It seems that there's no use lying to this girl.
But why such a thing in a place like this? After all, this is... a glider, isn't it?
Oh, you recognize it. I forgot the situation and just answered her question, somewhat happily. Gliders are lesser-known vehicles. Not many people have seen the real thing. Furthermore, this one is currently dismantled.
After all, Was this by any chance stolen from the school? Huh? Well, I couldn't be fine. I wonder... It's too late for second thoughts. Was it really alright doing something like that? We had no choice. If we hadn't done it, it would have been taken to the museum. If that had happened, we'd never be able to get it back. Even though we inherited that glider from the Namani-chan. Well, yeah. So was it?
Yoru-chan got even more suspicious at my attitude and pursued the issue with stronger determination. At the time when the garage was forcefully demolished, as soon as the soaring club had lost its status, the glider wasn't inside anymore. It had been moved somewhere else. After that, the school had put it in a storeroom. We wanted to get it back quickly, but since there was no way we could fly it and we didn't have anywhere else to put it, we kept quiet and let the school take care of it. Then, a few days ago, we heard some surprising news from certain sources. The school was planning to donate the glider to the city museum. This glider was something the old members made all by themselves. Such an original aircraft is a nationwide rarity. Therefore, it has value as a museum exhibit. As for the school, the glider was pointlessly taking up a considerable amount of storage space, so they wanted to get rid of it. If it had gone to the museum, getting it back would have been impossible. Therefore, as an extreme measure, we decided to secretly take it out. And that's why it's here now. Yes, that's correct. Even if I lied, I would have been quickly found out anyway, so I just frankly admitted it.
I'm quite amazed. To think that it would be hidden in a place like this. Is this why you didn't want us to live here?
No, since I heard you were coming tomorrow, we were planning to move it somewhere else before then.
Is that so?
Unfortunately, we were in the middle of this huge typhoon. The only other place we could store such a huge glider was the entry hall. However, given the circumstances, we wouldn't want to leave it anywhere so noticeable.
Please, I beg you, keep it a secret!
I put both my hands together and pleaded intently.
We did tell you just now that we're the board chairman's granddaughters. Why would you do something like betraying our grandfather for your sake? I like it here. Nei-san?
Asa-chan said with all her might.
I like it here, Yoru-chan. Didn't you hear, Nei-san? This thing here was stolen from the school. Even so, I like it here. I'm sorry.
Asa-chan pleaded with Yoru-chan, who was both angry and astonished.
You know, Nei-san, if this thing's here, we won't have anywhere to sleep. It's okay, like this!
Asa-chan laid down her petite body in the gap between the fuselage and the main wings leaned against the wall.
Count me out. But we have to stay here today.
The whole building shook and rattled as it was battered by strong winds.
There's a typhoon outside, you know? That said, I don't think this place is too safe. It also seems rather unsanitary.
If we let them go home, our secret will be exposed. The fact that our glider's here. So as of today, the two of you are friends. Let's all get along together. I said, okay, applause, urging everyone to clap. Although everyone looked at my twitching smile dubiously, they gave a round of applause.
Icon, your face is twitching. We've been busted. I'm pleased to meet you all. Well, I guess I can greet you. Your attitude stinks. Listen, Yuka-san, that girl has a super bad attitude. I'll teach that newcomer some manners right away.
Kotori was making a fuss about it and everyone else groaned.
We've already gotten used to it. Gotten used to it? How come?
Everyone gave her sidelong glances without knowing what to say.
To be frank, your attitude was 10 times worse, Kotori-chan.
What?
It would have been better if you just introduced yourself and greeted them properly.
Kotori looked at Ageha and me, searching for backup. Ditto.
Ditto.
Opposing opinions resounded all around her.
What's wrong with you guys? My attitude was never that bad. What about the room? After all, that one...
Yuka-san mumbled hesitantly. We got an unspoken agreement from the boarders to hide the glider in the dorm. They highly valued my achievement of getting the new fridge and understood the feelings of former members of the soaring club, so they turned a blind eye to the whole incident. Therefore, we decided that, officially, they didn't know it was there. We'll look for another storage location as quickly as possible. Until then, you two can use my room. Everyone looked at me questioningly, as if making sure I was really fine with it. I don't have any things, so I can easily make space and can sleep elsewhere.
Then you can come to my room. Let's sleep together. Hey, Kana, what the hell are you talking about? You can't do something like that. Oh, why? Okay, how you tell her? So you're dumping this on me? You see, it's kind of like this. If Arjun causes a scandal or something, he would have to quit being a dorm mother. Yes, that's it.
Everyone unanimously agreed, which is why the idea is rejected. Though even without everyone's rejection, using her room was never an option. Asa-chan spoke timidly.
I don't really mind staying in the room with the glider, you know.
But there's no room to lay out a futon.
I'm fine with it. I'm prepared to do that much.
We had no idea what on earth she was talking about, so everyone gave her slightly puzzled looks. Wait, that's right, her eyes were sparkling when she was looking at the glider just now. Does she maybe have some sort of emotional attachment to it? Maybe she's an airplane enthusiast or something.
I said I'm out. I'd suffocate if I slept in such a cramped space. Yura-chan? No means no. Absolutely not.
Now, I told you to use my room, okay?
Yes.
She nodded rather reluctantly for some reason. And that's how it is, everyone. It's just for a little while, so I'd appreciate your cooperation. This is my room.
We're coming in.
Oh.
Yura-chan, this is the boys' room. Yeah.
Two girls nervously looked around my room.
He's got so much manga. Boys really like manga, don't they?
Said Asa-chan, impressed. Those weren't mine, though. Ageha brought them all and just left them here after reading.
There are crumbs from snacks everywhere.
They're not mine either. Those are just some stuff Ageha and Kotori have been eating in here. Since the garage was demolished, my room's become our meeting place. Thanks to that, there are many unnecessary things in here that I don't remember owning myself. Sorry, I'll clean that up right away. I cleared away the trash and take all the unnecessary things out of the hallway. While I was at it, the girls were just waiting idly. Damn, those two have been treating my room like their storage. When I returned after making a few rounds, Asa-chan was holding the framed photo that was on the desk.
This photo.
I peeked over the heads of the two sisters, who had their faces huddled close together. It was easy to do that because even for girls, they're pretty short. Ah, it's that photo. It was the glider and the runway overgrown with weeds, the blue sky stretching out in all directions, the shining white clouds bathed in the sunlight, and our group. It was a commemorative photo taken on that day when I came back from the last test flight with Amani-senpai. This is the glider you saw just now. That's how it looked when it's assembled. The two of them, especially Asa-chan, were looking at the photograph enthusiastically.
When was this photo taken?
Around the end of last year's summer's vacation, we flew the glider at dawn. Strange clouds called the morning glory appeared and we were aiming for them.
Then it was you guys flying that time after all. But you failed, didn't you?
How do you know?
I wonder. Kotori-san, Ageha-san, and Ai-san, right?
She points to the faces in the photo one by one.
And this pretty girl here is...
The last person in the photo. She was pointing to the girl smiling carefreely like a little kid. That's Mochizuki Amani-senpai, also known as a super repeat student. She's already graduated though.
That's the person Kotori was talking about just now.
Yeah, that's her. The genius who's too smart she forgets she's hungry. I added while laughing at how weird that was.
legendary senpai.
Legendary? Well, that might be true. Maybe the students of Keifu Academy will continue to pass down the story of the strange senpai, Mochizuki Amane, for a long time to come. Just like an urban legend. While I was looking at the photo, the nostalgic feelings made me smile subconsciously. The two of them looked at me curiously from below. Originally, we were members of the Soaring Club, but it had its status revoked due to some circumstances. This photo is the commemoration of our club's last activities.
Have you stopped your club activities now?
Well, we're still kind of continuing them. Now we've gone completely underground. Since we aren't recognized by the school, we carry out our activities in secret so that we won't get found out. Asa-chan, are you interested in gliders?
No, I'm...
She turned bright red and lowered her head.
Nae-san is interested in flying things. She has been for a long time. Yeah.
I see. We're planning to fly again eventually, so you can come watch us if you want.
Yes!
Asa-chan's big round eye sparkled and she nodded happily. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and end it off there. A little bit of an awkward place to stop, but not bad. Title screen. Okay! I was honest, at the beginning I was honestly thinking like, oh, is this game about to just like end? But no, it didn't, thankfully. So yeah, pretty interesting. So I guess in this respect, at least, it's kind of like Fata Morgana, where you kind of have like chapters of it almost, quote unquote. So everything beforehand was kind of like leading up to everything that we're about to do now. But that does kind of make me question, like, how much more are we gonna do, right? Because I think at this point we have to find a place to store it. We have to somehow find out how to conduct like club activities without either without getting caught or by reinstating the club. We have to probably rebuild some things on the glider to match Amane Senpai's blueprints that she left behind. And then there's probably going to be a whole arc where we get to know Yoru and Asa. And, you know, obviously then to find another Morning Glory and to accomplish what we wanted to, which was getting over it. So, or like riding along it and then getting over it, that kind of thing. So, you know, how much longer, like how much more content is in this game? I'm not complaining at all. I like to make clear, because I really do enjoy this game. But I was not expecting it to like have a whole nother section now that we're about to get into, I guess. I honestly, when it had like that little credit section playing, I thought that was the end. I was like, oh shit, is this the end of the game here? Like, is that it? But yeah, thankfully we have some more to go. So, that's gonna be it for this time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and tell me in the comment section below what you'd like to see me play next. If you enjoyed this video or any other videos or series on my channel, then I highly recommend that you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you'll be notified when a new one of those videos comes out. Anyways, this is from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!